Welcome back. This is Pinkpeep continuing my Let's Play of Xenonauts. I believe in the last episode we had basically a ton of scientific advancement and we ended up finally getting to the next level of alien UFO, the Scout, and we destroyed it handily with our nice Foxtrot interceptors. And I believe we're all set up to invade it. Oh yeah, we had a person injured. And now here's a tough decision. You can put the injured person once they get off of being wounded. Okay, well he's at 88% health, so he's not too bad now. But it'll let you put them back on at like 50%. And you know it's nice to have a veteran soldier on, but you know if somebody gets hit at 50% health that they are just going to die, and that's usually not good. But 88%, should be all right. Not wearing armor, so we'd most likely die anyways if they got shot. I think she's set. And I think everyone else is set. As you can see, it would give us a little more money for airstriking it than the other ships. But right now they have the potential to carry much better technology than the other ones, so we definitely want to recover all of that. Alrighty, this was only minor damage. So there should be quite a few aliens of this one. I want to say they carry between 2 to 4 more aliens on this ship than they do on the other ones. And as you can see, they do a pretty good job on varying the maps up. Some of them are big open fields, and some of them, like the last one we were in, are small areas where, you know, a shotgun might be better. Oh, that was not particularly good. And we just saw an alien around a haystack, and did not have time to get away. Might be able to hurl a smoke grenade over there. Hopefully that's enough to save his life. And we'll send another person with a riot shield around the other side. Might even want to send him out to actually draw the fire, because he can actually point his riot shield at him. I think we'll try that. It's probably a much better defense than just praying that he doesn't shoot at him. Alrighty, hopefully nobody dies. And he did shoot at the right person, and he did survive. You can hear somebody shooting in the background. It kind of sounded like someone died. It's a little unfortunate. Oh, and he made it out without any actual damage, so that's good. And here we'll be able to take our first alien alive, most likely, and this is why the stun baton is so much more effective than the pistol. It doesn't miss, does more damage, 2 shots, caisson soldier down. So it does leave this guy without a riot shield. And without a riot shield, I would still say the shotgun is more effective than the stun baton. Though you do always want to capture at least one of each alien alive, because it does open more scientific research for you. He's in a pretty good spot over there. These the field walls are very, very good cover, and they have an open field of fire. And sometimes it can be really hard to take these guys out. Oh, our sniper can still apparently do it. I think no, doesn't have a shot. I think everybody should be okay from him. I don't think he'll be able to kill anyone. Though he did come dangerously close and suppressed a whole group of people. Apparently there's another one right behind him, with half of our squad suppressed. And I think that's 3 aliens up there. That actually is a pretty good firefight going on. And see, that's the problem with the riot shield and stun baton, is when you get into something like that, you don't want to run in and stun them, because then you'll leave yourself open. But with the armor, they don't have any grenades, so they're not too terribly effective at that kind of a situation. Hopefully our sniper can finish off this soldier. Well, hits him again, but still not dead. Probably none of the people over here that were suppressed are going to be able to do much this turn. Probably just best to get them behind cover. And sometimes it's easy to underestimate the range at which the enemy can be accurate. You know, our sniper's shooting from over a screen away. So I'm thinking, oh, my soldiers are quite a bit away from him. They should be okay. But he does have a rifle, so he still can definitely hit them. Hopefully. And he can't get a shot at him. And misses. Get our machine gunner over here. He can take a shot next turn. And I think we should be okay this time. Ouch. As you can see on Insane Difficulty, they actually do work for angles and cover, so it's not just like you're taking shots at people that are just standing there and shooting back at you. They definitely have some intelligence to their actions. Send out our person with time units. They can scout. And they are just taking out all of our riot shields right now. And there are indeed 3 there. Always risky to come out of cover with a machine gun. Does have a high chance of suppressing them, but he would use all of his time units to fire, and there is no real cover between us and this wall. So this is not at all an ideal situation. I think we're best off just relying on our snipers. This one's hurt. Hopefully he'll die this time. Apparently that's 4 shots he has taken and still not died. That's nice. There we go. 1 down. But we are not in particularly good shape. We've lost several riot shields. Soldiers are suppressed. He does not have a clear shot at that person, so that's good. This guy's still a sitting duck. Move him a little farther back. that will do it for this turn. Oh, and they're getting bold. Since they don't have a shot, they figured they'd come out and take one. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Now, even when your soldiers do die like that, there is a chance for them to live out the mission. They'll just be critically wounded at the very end. It's pretty small though, so you really can't rely on that. But it is nice when it occasionally happens. But that was most likely our first casualty. This person left himself open. Only one shot. That's not too great. Throw a flashbang over the hedges, hopefully suppress him. He should be a little bit less of a threat next turn. You know, one thing I didn't even think about is I can grab this alien rifle. That should be a more effective weapon in this type of situation than the shotgun. Throw that on. Maybe get a little farther behind cover. They're being a little aggressive here. Oh, I didn't even realize that he'd killed that bush. That hurts. So this has not been a particularly good mission for us. We did capture a couple aliens alive, but it's just not worth leaving soldiers for. 2 for 3 is not an acceptable rate of exchange in this game. Hopefully that's not indicative of things to come. I think I may rethink my decision to only put the armor on the assault troopers. Maybe it is worth it having it on my long-range fighters. And we still haven't even reached the alien craft. This is generally the most dangerous part. These are much harder to kill than the other ones were. They actually have cover inside, so it's not as easy to just run up and shoot them. But you know, even if you do end up losing soldiers like that, and it's a painful loss, our decision to start airstriking the light scouts, you know, you could get more new soldiers and start sending them on missions like that are kind of lower risk, and leveling them up back to where your other soldiers were. It may not look it from just looking at my guys, but if you actually put a rookie soldier next to someone who's leveled up a bit, there's a pretty large difference. And Apparently because I decided to drop that riot shield in favor of the rifle, I have no riot shields right now. Okay. I think our person with the rifle will open the door. And there are 4 aliens in here. We do have a flashbang. Hopefully we can get all 4 of them, otherwise this could be painful. And indeed we did. Alright. Always a fan of the point-blank shots when you're breaching the alien ship. I think we'll go hit this guy in the face. And get behind some cover. And we'll go whack this guy. And here's the tricky part. Is I don't know. Yeah, he would not be able to hit this guy twice. So now we're actually left with people inside. I mean, they're behind some cover, but it's still pretty close to the alien. Get these guys out of the way. Hopefully no one dies. We've taken enough losses this match. Alright, he just gets 1 shot off. And I think we are okay. Clearly my people are a little better at close-up fights than they are at ranged fights right now. And indeed, our 2 people are completely killed in action. No lucky, severely injureds for us. We did get 63,000 bucks off of that, so substantially more than the scout. We lost 1 civilian, but we still got good in that. We lost a couple of Xenonauts, so good in that. I don't consider that good at all. That's borderline catastrophic, but okay. We got an alien power source and a scout data core and a live case on guard, so that's always good. And the analysis of the scout UFO. The alien scout is a small craft with a larger crew than the light scout. We just saw that. Though still a scout craft, it is larger, better armed, and more dangerous than its predecessor. The design consists of 2 crew compartments, a sizable semicircular forward compartment that contains the ship's control systems and a circular bay at the rear of the vessel that houses the ship's power source. It has substantial armor plating around its key compartments, usually 8 mm thick but rising to double that in some areas, perhaps suggesting the armor on the Light Scout was in fact a little more than a heat shield. This makes it a much more formidable combatant than the Light Scout, particularly coupled with a plasma beam that has greater range and inflicts additional damage. The hull is dotted with an extensive network of sensors that feed data into crew compartments. These glowing eyes seem to track everything from airspeed to infrared emissions and probably represent the method by which the craft gathers intelligence on our planet and species. And it says it's a much more formidable craft than the Light Scout, but the Foxtrots deal with it really easily. But a Light Scout one-on-one, or our Condor one-on-one with a Scout, would probably lose. You can beat it, but it's a little difficult. Or at least you'll take severe damage doing it. So it's definitely much easier with the Foxtrots. That's why I try to have them by this point in the game. The Alien Plasma Rifle. The Alien Plasma Rifle is a 2-handed alien infantry weapon approximately 30 inches in length and 3 kilograms in weight. It is a vastly more capable combat weapon than the Alien Plasma Pistol, generating a plasma bolt that is significantly more powerful and cohesive than its smaller cousin. I believe we just witnessed that. Without the space constraints of the plasma pistol, the aliens have mounted a more substantial generation array inside the weapon's barrel. This gives it a similar operational range to most ballistic assault rifles, but far higher damage and armor penetration potential. Laboratory tests suggest Jackal combat armor may do just enough to allow the wearer to survive a direct hit, but unarmored troopers would likely be killed instantly. Indeed, we just saw that as well. Indeed, we believe this weapon is even a credible threat to our Hunter armored cars. It would appear that the versatility of the Alien Plasma Rifle makes it the default armament for alien combatants. It is powerful, light, accurate, and capable of burst fire. In short, vastly superior to anything we possess. We'll get there. I think we will go for alien plasma technology. Alenium will give us better explosives, which we can upgrade our ship's missiles, which would be nice, but I think our missiles are fine for now. So we'll go for this. And we will be closing out the month soon. First month, I don't think I've ever ended the first month, at least on the higher difficulties, up in funding. We'll see we're planning on losing $75,000 this time, but it's always because you just can't cover the entire area. So it's very, very difficult. 75,000 isn't too bad of a loss. And another small scout. Send our foxtrots. And the reason I always send our foxtrots at them double is because if it is a light scout, it is very, very difficult for a single foxtrot to kill it, because you have to catch it at the right angle. It is possible, but it's much easier this way. Oh, there he switches targets on us. That's not very nice. Oh. Well, this is not a very good situation. He avoided our first missile. I found that shooting at point-blank range from behind is a pretty decent way of killing them. Sometimes. Ah, oh, and we missed. That is not good at all. Oh, and I forgot to turn the torpedoes off. He is going to dodge those. And he is not going to die. That's embarrassing. And our foxtrots will be getting out of there. Well, our two strongest interceptors beaten by their smallest interceptor. That's unfortunate. We'll send these guys at the closer one. They'll probably have a much better chance of catching that. Hopefully our foxtrots can rearm and be back out there fighting. Oh, they have to refuel as well. Okay, this one at least will be easy. And these guys probably won't have enough fuel to go after another one, but we'll see. They're 48%, I doubt it. We'll go ahead and airstrike that one. Oh, and this one lands, but undoubtedly we will be getting to it in the middle of the night. I always try to avoid that, but for a landed UFO, we may have to do it. I believe you get a few more pieces of technology that you can only get through a completely intact one. And we'll replace our two fallen soldiers. Make sure we hire some more. I always like to go for the highest strength. The other stats you can work on, but starting out with high strength is pretty important. But in lieu of getting more people with high strength, I suppose high time units is acceptable. That should do it for now. Let's see, I believe we lost a sniper and a heavy weapons person. I love the default loadouts. It would take so much more time without that. Alrighty. And I think we'll start working on a couple more suits of armor, just in case we want to throw them on somebody else. See, I'm tempted to try and wait till day, but he could always take off at any point, so I think we're going to have to go Go for a night attack. Hope it works out. I don't even know what size UFO it is. It could be a regular scout, which, as we've seen, can be very difficult. And our Foxtrots are recovered enough that we can send them out after this other UFO. Hopefully they will fare better this time. And it's another light scout. Let's not have a repeat of last time. Maybe they've gotten wise to our tactics and decided to change their heading whenever that happens. That would be kind of annoying. There we go. And we will just airstrike that one. And I think we will end it there, and we'll have another, hopefully non-catastrophic scout run next time. I thank you for watching. I hope you come back to witness my continuing journey towards terrible, inevitable destruction, the world that has insane difficulties Xenonauts. As we've seen already, I'm descending along that path. Hopefully I can pull back out of that. That's a pretty rough loss early. But thanks again.